and it says a lash used for torture, and it says I'm gonna jump down here. And it says biblical, a punishment. It says a punitive infliction.
Yep.
It says one who or that which scourges or destroys.
Yep. And you said we're amendment.
Okay. Yeah. This is amendment in the online etymology, early 13th century, betterment, improvement of persons.
So he's bringing these scourges, these famines, pestilences, tribulation, to punish you and to amend you and to bring you betterment, make you better. You got a little bit more?
Yeah.
And basically to correct you.
Yeah.
He's bringing these things to correct you.
Yep. It says it right here.
Yep.
Rectification, correction, advancement, improvement, to amend.
So he's bringing these tribulations to correct you, man. And he's whipping you, just as a son will whip his child when he's going off. He's whipping you, and then what the son would say, Slocky, I'm sorry, Pops, I'm not going to do it again. And then he won't do it again. And then keep going on that. Because what does it say back in that second Ezra 16?
Back in second Ezra 16 and verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for a minute. It says in verse 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourge.
Nor be always mindful. They're not even thinking that this is a punishment to correct them. Oh, damn, I'm going off. I'm sinning. I'm eating pork. I'm eating shellfish. I'm eating crab. I'm eating lobster. Why is the Lord? Nah, they thinking that this is just a coincidence. This just happens every so often, man. No, it said that they shall not be mindful of the scourges, man. They're not thinking about why this is happening to them. They just think it's just happening. And it said, what? For all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness. They're going to continue to commit adultery, continue to follow after the ways of Esau, continue to follow after wickedness and unrighteousness, man. And then that will lead to their destruction. Because the Lord is warning you. The Lord is literally warning you to turn back and to repent. But you don't want to listen.
Right, and it said correction, so it's a spiritual correction.
Yeah.
You know, you need to correct your spirit. Because that's one of the main things. They said that it was spiritual fornication. It's the beginning. Let me get that real quick. So that's what really set everything off. It said, let me get that sloppy. All right, here you go. This is Wisdom of Solomon, 14 and 12. It says, for the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life.
Come on.
And so that's the beginning of basically when Jake started going off. Of course, the heathen, they're gonna have these other idols because they don't have Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. That's not their power. You know, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is our power. So I'm reading back over again, Wisdom of Solomon 14:12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual formation, and the invention of them the corruption of life. And so these different plagues and you know, it's to correct you spiritually. Though physically you don't feel it, but really it's to correct your spirit. You know, and really y'all are getting it now. So the punishment has to be increased. Like brother going into your dad whoop your ass or your uncle, some type of father figure whoop your ass, you know, or you are still not getting it. Now if you done went from a motherfucking switch, it might be an extension cord. I don't get down like that, but I'm just saying. It might be a clothes hanger. However the ass whooping was, ultimately, once your ass got beat to a certain degree, hopefully you was smart enough to be like, you know, fuck it. You know, I ain't gonna do this shit no more. I'm tired of getting hit with that switch, that extension cord, you know, a pot, can, whatever. Because, you know, they can go hard. But anyway, that was the beginning of spiritual fornication. You know, these different idols. So now we tell you to turn back, right? And turn back to the true living power, because these idols ain't gonna save none of these other nations. It's not gonna especially save the nation of Israel. They're not saving your black ass, your brown ass now. You getting fucked up day in and day out, and you still not getting it. So ultimately, you're gonna end up getting put the fuck to death.
I got a precept. Yeah, because ultimately, that's merciful of the Lord to just punish you instead of just exterminating you like he gonna do Esau ultimately. But this is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yielded the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them that are exercised thereby.
Right, because it said what? Because I think we brought that out last week.
Yeah, we did. I just remembered that.
That's beautiful, man. That the Spirit had to come out again because it's going to be, pleasing to the flesh.
Yeah.
But it's pleasing to the Spirit. Because as you go through these chastenings, as you go through the tribulation, the trials, the hardships, the Lord is purging that dross out of you and bringing forth a new man. Bringing forth, because we're all being made into kings and the priests. And that doesn't come just by just being given to us. No, we have to earn it, man. And working. We just don't get muscles just because you want push-up. No, you got to strain your muscles. And then,
No, I was just saying, like he said, you got to rip it and get the muscle, build right back.
So going through these chastenings, it makes us better and more appreciative once we actually get the kingdom of heaven, man. It said that the chastening is not pleasant, basically, but grievous. But afterward, it yielded a beautiful reward, man. Basically, it yielded forth a beautiful reward, which is going to be for an everlasting life. Because what we're about to receive, it's not just going to be for a season. It's not just going to be for 1,000 years, as Shakari said. They said we're going to have the kingdom for 1,000 years. We're going to be immortal for 1,000 years, and after that 1,000-year period, we go back to dying again. That's not how this works, man. That's not how the Lord operates.
But First Corinthians 15 says that the sting of death is sin. Sin is, working transgression. Yeah. So basically, if we're gonna be in the new covenant perfect, how the fuck we gonna go off and die? It ain't no way.
May God gonna come up and war against us again. They're gonna take us over. Come on, man. No, this is what we're going through right now is going to bring forth everlasting life, man. That's what we're waiting for.
Back to what we had read earlier about like how if it were possible they should try to deceive the very elect, but the elect ain't hearing that shit, man. Because the elect men, wherever they are, they know what's written and they stick it to what they have been taught to death. No matter what.
That they follow the Lamb whatsoever he goes. So it don't matter. There ain't nothing you can teach that's gonna deceive the elect. No.
Yeah.
Once they're in the Lord's hand, and you ain't nobody grabbing the Lord's hand and pulling them out. No matter what they go through.
Got this one real quick. This one, just going back to the point that y'all was making about, I'm gonna read in this scripture. Proverbs 29 and verse 1. He that being often reproved, hardeneth his neck. Going back to the point that you was making about, the scourges to send for a mimic. You know what I'm saying? See, the Lord, he ain't got to send those scourges to, force you to change and, get you to change. The Lord can just kill you. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call the jail correctional facility. It's to correct you. You know what I'm saying? See, the Lord can't kill you. This is Proverbs 29 and verse 1. He that being often reproved, hardeneth his neck, shall suddenly be destroyed, and that without remedy. Yeah, man. So like you said, that without remedy, man. And in the NLT, it goes into beyond recovery, man. So the Lord put your ass in a car wreck or something, paralyze your ass. You ain't recovering from that, man. You look messed for the rest of your life. Like I said, the Lord can just unalive your ass.
And it's worse if you don't heard this word, you understand it, and you're not doing it with the word. And hey, you really get fucked up because you knew his will. Now you're gonna be beating his stripes. That can be during the time of JT, or that can be now. You're playing games for like the last 10 years, or however long you done heard this truth, and you're not doing nothing. You're gonna get it more so than a nigga that ain't paid any attention to the Lord.
They hardening their neck, man. The Lord is trying to reprove them. Just like it says in Jeremiah 4:22, my people are fools. They have not known me. They are silent children. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. And the Lord is trying to reprove them and say, you're going the wrong way. Go this way. as it says in what Jeremiah 6:16, asks for the old paths and see that this where's the good way and walk therein. But they said we will not. Yep.
This is Malachi 3. Malachi 3. Malachi 3, and I'm going to start at 13. This is the mindset of Jacob. It says, your words have been stout against me, said the Lord, yet you say, what have you spoken so much against thee? You have said, it is vain to serve the Most High, and what profit is it that we have kept this ordinance, and that we have walked mournfully before the Lord of hosts? And so you said it's vain to serve the Lord. And this is a mindset that it's vain to serve Yahweh Shemel. And so
Have a good one, man.
So you have a good one. And so many of our people said it's vain to serve the Lord. You know, they're not going to serve him. They don't see the benefits.
Mm-hmm.
But the elect see the benefits. This is the only way we're going to get up out of here. Jake always try to think of a master plan to get up out of here. Nigga, you don't have no master plan. All your plans, they flop.
Hey, look at the movie Life, man. With Ray and Claude, man. You know, when they came with a plane, said, I got a plan. Man, and the fucking crop duster fucking crashed and blew up.
Oh, you done got captured how many times? But even with that, the Lord had that orchestrated to where eventually that they end up getting free because they got older in the movie and in the retirement home and shit. That was more reasonable. It might have took them a while to be put out that situation. You know, like it might be a while for us to go through this situation, which is JT.
Right.
It says 10 days, you know, be faithful unto death.
Yeah.
You know, it might be tribulation 10 days.
Yeah.
Don't go by actually 10 days.
Yeah.
Don't worry about how long the tribulation is going to be. You know, you need to worry about how you're going to get through that. How the Lord's going to get you through that. Because at the end of the day, when you up for the chariot, you the elect, you're going to be thinking like, damn, you know, we went through all this different stuff. It was worth it though. You ain't going to think about, tribulation 10 months. You ain't gonna think about that shit.
It makes perfect sense too, because like you said, you know what I'm saying, like it may be a little time, but you know, we know for sure it ain't gonna be no 1,000 years.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But you know the time, you know what I'm saying, you know, that we see now, you know, the Lord is letting all this pride play out. You know the Lord gotta have that time laid out, you know what I'm saying, for that judgment to play out. And you know, just 1 or 2 days and then, you know,
Because
Lord gotta let Tifa Wild Beast run. He gotta let, you know what I'm saying, you know, the zombie apocalypse come, all that shit.
The Bible.
Everything.
and you know, it said the Lord gonna sift the Israelites from amongst all nations dealing with the elect. So even then, it's still a sifting period because you're gonna have guys who's gonna believe all the way on up until that time, but they're not gonna believe. So the Lord's still weeding out the tares, so to speak. Like, hey, you gonna sit here and talk this whole time. Now you done went through a little tribulation, you shaking and shit. What was you in this for? And so you out of there, not the elect, but the brother that's right beside you, you know, he didn't fold.
Yep.
You got something about it real quick?
Yeah, this is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. And that knowing the time that it is now high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe.
Now is not the time to be asleep, man. Speaking to myself first and foremost, now is not the time to be lackadaisical, slothful, too cool from school. Now it's time to buckle down, man. Gird up thy loins like a man, because the Lord is going to demand of us. He's going to try you whether your fruits and your works was righteous or unrighteous, wicked or peaceful, man. So it said what? That rise up, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe, man. Because just as they said back then, hey, our salvation near, how much more so now? 2,000 plus years later, man. Our salvation is right there at the door, and we can see that through the signs and the prophecies that the Lord Yahweh Shem has revealed unto us. That we are right there, man. there ain't no 1,000 years, man. We don't believe there's another 5 years. We believe we're right there, man. And that takes faith to believe that America's going to crumble, to believe that America's going to be destroyed without remedy. That we're going to be saved, we're going to be gods, we're going to receive spiritual power, we're going to be able to do this, do that, be kings and priests over our earth. That takes faith to believe that now. And we're fools for a much young. This is crazy. But we're crazy for the truth.
Second Ezra 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And how are we measuring the times diligently? We're measuring the times diligently with these scriptures, with the prophecies. Okay, we see wars, rumors of wars, pestilences. We're seeing all these things happening before our very eyes, so that's how we're able to measure that, hey, we're right there at the gates of heaven, man. We see it, man. Got it.
It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Earthquakes and uproars of the people, man. We're seeing that before our very eyes, and as we get close to the end, it's only ramping up. More and more earthquakes, more and more uproars of the people in the world, more wars, rumors of wars. You got China saying they're about to invade Taiwan. You got Israel and Palestine, they fight. Russia and Ukraine, they fight. It's all coming to an intersection point, man. That we're right there, and everything's just about to blow over, man. Everything's about to just not blow over, but everything's just about to just erupt.
Verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, the end is manifest.
Everything has a beginning and an end, man. And just as America had a beginning, 1776, it has an end. Which, when you go into how long an empire lasts, it's roughly 250 years, the average. The average is roughly 250 years. And we're in the 249th year of America, man.
Come on.
Next year will be 250, man. That's when they established themselves a nation, a country, back in 1776, man.
It's due.
Yep.
It's due. You know what I'm saying? The destruction is due.
If we get that Job 14:5 real quick. No. That Job 14:5 real quick. We're right there, man.
Okay, this is Job 14 and verse 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Just like the brother Bond said, it's due. His destruction is due. His judgment is due. And there's no going past it, man, because when you go into that word bounds, it goes into a prescribed task or something prescribed to you. It's like if you go to the doctor and they say, I'm going to give you 5 oxycodone. You try to go to the doctor and you try to go to the pharmacist and you go to the pharmacist and you say, hey, he said 5, but can I get 6 actually? Can I get 5 oxycodone and one perk, please? They're gonna look. It's not what's prescribed to you. Your doctor prescribed you 5 oxycodone for your pain, and that's all you get. You don't no refills. Esau don't get no goddamn refills.
Hey, if I may hit the NLT, because it's gonna go into it. It says in Job 14 verse 5 in NLT, you have decided the length of our lives. You know how many months we will live.
Yep.
And we are not given a minute longer.
Not given a minute longer. So Esau's kingdom is not going to be, so just for a hypothetical, Lord said, Esau's kingdom will go until March 8th, 2029. There ain't no March 9th, man. Ain't no March 15th. Ain't no, how about March 8th, 2030? No. Lord said March 8th, 2029, man. You're not go past it, man. Just hypothetical. We don't know the day nor the hour. Just hypothetical for for people to understand.
Right.
So we're at the end of Esau's kingdom, man. There's no stopping it. There's no turning it back. So Lord willing, this camp lesson was edifying to the spirit, to mind, to the fold. Before we end off, we're going to turn and face the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem,
Double honors as always to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.